In Chapter 15 of Dune, the narrative unfolds as the Imperial planetologist, Dr. Kynes, meets with Duke Leto, his son Paul, and Gurney Halleck. Dr. Kynes, who bears the distinctive blue-within-blue eyes typical of Arrakis natives due to the prolonged exposure to the spice melange, symbolizes the intricate blend of imperial duty and local allegiance. His role is to oversee the transition of control over Arrakis, also known as Dune, from the House Harkonnen to House Atreides. Despite the Emperor's secret command for him to betray the Atreides, Kynes' actions in this chapter reveal a deep conflict within him, torn between his imperial obligations and the respect he harbors towards the desert and its people, the Fremen. As a token of this complex relationship with the planet and its culture, Kynes presents the Atreides with stillsuits. These are sophisticated devices designed to preserve water in the brutally arid environment of Dune by recycling the body's moisture. The technical and cultural knowledge encapsulated in the stillsuits illustrate the necessary synergy between human ingenuity and natural adaptation on Arrakis. When Paul instinctively dons the suit correctly, Kynes is reminded of a Fremen prophecy, hinting at Paul's potential significance beyond what is visible on the surface. Duke Leto's interest in Kynes' work as a planetologist sparks a significant conversation in which Kynes laments the short-sightedness of those who rule Arrakis, focused solely on the extraction of spice at the expense of the planet's potential for transformation. Amidst this exchange, Gurney Halleck's music serves as a poignant backdrop, suggesting the humanity that persists in the harsh reality of Dune's political and environmental struggles. The chapter reaches a tense climax as the group sets out in an ornithopter to inspect a spice mining operation. The presence of giant sandworms, attracted by the vibrations of industrial activity, underscores the perilous balance between exploiting and respecting the natural forces of Arrakis. When a sandworm threatens the mining operation, Duke Leto's decisive action to prioritize the lives of the workers over the valuable spice constitutes a defining moment. His order to rescue the workers, at the risk of his own life and that of his son, reflects a profound integrity that impresses Kynes, forcing him to reconsider his preconceived notions about the Duke. Dr. Kynes' internal reflections and the whispered acknowledgement of him as Liet by one of the workers hint at his dual identity as a key figure within the Fremen community, deepening the sense of his divided loyalties. The chapter concludes with an act of profound reverence towards the planet's ecosystem, as Kynes recites a blessing for the sandworm, recognizing its role as both destroyer and purifier. Chapter 15 of Dune thus serves as a pivotal moment in the narrative, enriching the reader's understanding of the characters, the political dynamics at play, and the profound connection between the people of Dune and their environment. It showcases the complexities of leadership, the ethical dilemmas posed by colonial exploitation, and the inherent value of respecting the natural world. So that's our Bookly crash course for today. Make sure to check out our full chapter-by-chapter playlist on the Bookly Crash Course channel.